Alright, so CES 2026 is officially over, and across 4 days, we saw some of the biggest advancements in artificial intelligence, robotics, and consumer technology so far. Artificial intelligence stepped out of research labs and straight into our homes, our cars, and even our daily decisions. Robots stopped being demos. They became products. Smart homes didn't just get smarter, they got cheaper. From AI-powered robots that can think and adapt, to foldable devices redefining hardware, to next-generation GPUs pushing AI performance to new limits. Across 4 intense days in Las Vegas, the world's biggest tech companies revealed breakthroughs that will shape how we live, work, and interact with technology in 2026 and beyond. If you want a clear and simple breakdown of what was announced at CES 2026, this video has everything you need. Alright, let's break it all down. Let's start with CES 2026 Day 1, where AI and robotics took the spotlight. CES 2026 just kicked off in Las Vegas, and what we witnessed on Day 1 might be the most significant shift in consumer technology we've seen in years. NVIDIA's CEO Jensen Huang said it best. The ChatGPT moment for robotics is here. So let's break down everything that just happened, because trust me, you don't want to miss this. Let's start with the biggest announcement of the day, and honestly, maybe the biggest announcement of the entire year. NVIDIA just unveiled its next-generation AI platform called Rubin, and the numbers are absolutely insane. A single Rubin GPU delivers 50 petaflops of inference performance. To put that in perspective, that's a 10 times reduction in the cost of running AI compared to their previous Blackwell generation. And you need 4 times fewer GPUs to train the same models. Microsoft, Amazon, and Google have already committed to deploying Rubin-powered data centers in the second half of 2026. But here's what really caught my attention. NVIDIA also announced something called Cosmos, which is essentially a world simulation model trained on millions of hours of video and robotics data. This thing can generate realistic physical scenarios from a single image. Speaking of robots, let me tell you about the moment that had everyone at CES holding their breath. Boston Dynamics brought their production-ready Atlas robot on stage for its first ever public demonstration. It rose from lying flat on the ground using this inhuman joint-flipping maneuver that showcased 56 degrees of freedom. But the real game changer is what's inside its head. Boston Dynamics announced a partnership with Google DeepMind to integrate their Gemini AI directly into Atlas. This means the robot can actually reason through complex instructions in environments it's never seen before. The first units will deploy at Hyundai's factory in Georgia. Now, if you think humanoid robots are still too expensive for the real world, think again. A Chinese company called Engine AI just unveiled their T800 humanoid robot, and it's priced at just $25,000. This thing stands nearly 6 feet tall, delivers 450 Newton-meters of torque, and runs on NVIDIA's Jetson Thor chip with 2,000 TOPS of AI compute. LG just revealed their vision for what they're calling the Zero Labor Home, and it centers around a new robot called Celoid. This humanoid has a wheeled base, 2 articulated arms with 7 degrees of freedom each, and 5 independently moving fingers that can handle delicate tasks. During the demo, it retrieved items from the refrigerator, placed croissants in the oven, started laundry cycles, and even attempted to fold towels. Even more exciting for your wallet, SwitchBot announced their Onero H1 robot, which won Engadget's Best Robot Award. This thing can pick up laundry, load washing machines, and clear tables, and they're promising a price tag of under $10,000. The robot vacuum category also took a massive leap forward. Roborock unveiled the Saros Rover, which is the world's first robot vacuum that can actually climb stairs. It uses this incredible AI-powered wheel leg system to navigate both straight and curved staircases while keeping its body perfectly level. Meanwhile, Dream showed off the Cyber 10 Ultra with a mechanical arm that can pick up objects weighing up to 500 grams. Now let's talk chips, because the AI PC wars are heating up fast. AMD's Lisa Su announced the Ryzen AI 400 series with 60 NPU TOPS, which exceeds Microsoft's requirements for Copilot Plus PCs. Their top-tier Ryzen AI Max Plus chips can run 200 billion parameter AI models completely locally on your laptop. Intel fired back with Core Ultra Series 3, codenamed Panther Lake. This is the first chip made on their 18A process, which is under 2 nanometers, and it's the first AI PC platform designed and manufactured entirely in the United States. They're claiming 60% better performance than their previous generation at the same power consumption. Qualcomm rounded out the competition with the Snapdragon X2 Plus, offering 80 TOPS of NPU capability. Why the end of 2026? Pretty much every new laptop you buy will have serious AI processing built right in. On the display front, Samsung unveiled a stunning 130-inch micro RGB TV using LEDs smaller than 100 micrometers, achieving 100% of the BT 2020 color gamut. LG countered with the OLED Evo W6 wallpaper TV that's just 9mm thick, thinner than a pencil, with true wireless connectivity up to 10 meters. For gamers, LG announced a 540Hz gaming monitor for just $1,000, and they even showed a concept 720Hz display. But here's the announcement that genuinely surprised everyone. Lego, yes, the brick company, made their first ever CES appearance and walked away with Engadget's Best in Show award. They've created something called Smart Play, which embeds tiny chips inside standard Lego bricks. These chips enable motion sensing, sound effects, and proximity awareness without requiring any apps. Sony Honda revealed the production Afilo 1 electric vehicle starting at $89,900 with 300 miles of range and PlayStation Remote Play built right in. IKEA made their CES debut with 21 Matter-compatible smart home devices at incredible prices, including $6 smart bulbs and $8 smart plugs. So what does all this mean? CES 2026. Day one made one thing crystal clear. AI is leaving the cloud and entering the physical world. The robots aren't coming anymore. They're here. Moving on to CES 2026 Day 2 focused on powerful new hardware, foldable tech, and AI-driven performance. If you thought Day 1 of CES 2026 was impressive, buckle up. Days 2 delivered an absolute avalanche of announcements that are going to reshape how we work, play, and live in 2026. We've got a lot to cover, so let's dive right in. Day 2 of CES 2026 was all about laptops, and the competition was absolutely fierce. But before we get to the hardware, let me tell you about a partnership that could literally change the future of humanity. NVIDIA, Siemens, and Commonwealth Fusion Systems announced they're working together to use AI to accelerate nuclear fusion energy. Commonwealth is building a prototype fusion power plant called Spark in Massachusetts, which is already 70% complete. Through this partnership, they're creating a digital twin, an AI-powered simulation of the entire machine that will compress years of experimentation into weeks of understanding. Their first commercial fusion plant, called ARC, is planned to connect to the power grid in the early 2030s. Clean, limitless energy powered by AI. That's the kind of breakthrough that makes CES matter. Now let's talk laptops, because Day 2 was Laptop Day. Intel officially launched their Core Ultra Series 3 processors, codenamed Panther Lake, and the benchmarks are impressive. Compared to NVIDIA's Jetson Orin, Intel claims 1.7 times better performance in image classification, 1.9 times faster large language model latency, and 2.3 times better video analytics. These chips went on sale immediately, and laptops from every major manufacturer started shipping with them. Speaking of laptops, the most emotional moment of Day 2 was Dell admitting they made a mistake. Last year, they killed the beloved XPS brand and renamed everything Premium. The internet revolted. At CES 2026, Dell literally said we're getting back to our roots, and unveiled the new XPS 14 and XPS 16. These machines feature Intel's latest chips, stunning tandem OLED displays, physical function keys are back, segmented touchpads are back, and the XPS 16 is a full pound lighter than before. Sometimes the best innovation is listening to your customers. Alienware wasn't sitting idle either. They showed off the Area 51, a gaming laptop that can be configured with an RTX 5090 and up to 128 GB of RAM, with an optional Cherry MX mechanical keyboard built right in. If you've never typed on a mechanical keyboard inside a laptop, trust me, it's a game changer. MSI brought the Stealth 16 AI Plus with similar RTX 5090 options, but in a chassis that doesn't scream gamer. For professionals who want gaming power in meeting-appropriate packaging, this is the one. The foldable phone wars heated up significantly on day 2. We finally got hands-on time with the Samsung Galaxy Z Trifold, which Samsung announced last month but hadn't let anyone touch until CES. The verdict? That 10 inches of AMOLED goodness makes all the difference. Combined with DeX mode, it genuinely feels like a laptop replacement you can fold and put in your pocket. Yes, it's bulky. Yes, it costs around $2,500. But this is the future of mobile computing, and it's finally starting to make sense. Motorola dropped a surprise announcement that caught everyone off guard. The Razr Fold is their first ever book-style folding phone. After 30 years of flip phones, they're finally going horizontal with a 6.6-inch external screen and an 8.1-inch main display with stylus support. Competition for Samsung just got real. Amazon announced that Alexa Plus is coming to the web. This means you won't need Amazon hardware to access their generative AI assistant anymore. They're clearly trying to compete with ChatGPT and other AI assistants by making Alexa accessible from any browser. They also announced partnerships with Bosch for voice-controlled coffee machines and Aura for checking your sleep and wellness data through Alexa. One of the most spectacular concepts came from Lenovo. The Legion Pro rollable gaming laptop starts as a normal 16-inch display, but can physically expand all the way up to 23.8 inches. You can choose between 16:10, 21:9, or even 24:9 aspect ratios depending on what you're playing. Imagine racing games or flight simulators on a screen that wide. It looks ungainly when fully deployed. But this is the kind of wild innovation that makes CES exciting. CES Foundry officially opened on day 2, creating a dedicated space for AI and quantum computing breakthroughs. White House Science and Technology Director Michael Kratsios spoke about America's AI leadership, and companies from IBM to NVIDIA showcased their latest developments. The message was clear: AI isn't just coming. That's the kind of innovation that actually changes people's lives. If you're enjoying this CES coverage, make sure you subscribe to AI Perspective. On CES 2026, Day 3 highlighted affordable smart home technology and major robot breakthroughs. Now let's shift to Day 3, where things got even more interesting. The show floor was packed, and some of the best products were hiding in corners most people walked right past. Let's start with IKEA, because I never thought I'd be excited about a furniture company at CES, but here we are. They announced 21 Matter-compatible smart home devices at prices that will make you do a double take. $6 smart bulbs, $8 smart plugs, $6 smart remotes, a $15 decorative globe bulb that actually looks good. Smart home technology has always been expensive, but IKEA just made it accessible to everyone. All of these devices work with any Matter hub, not just IKEA's own system. This is a game changer for mainstream smart home adoption. The TV wars continued to escalate. Samsung unveiled their brightest OLED panels yet, pushing the limits of what we thought was possible with the technology. But the real story was the range of sizes coming to micro RGB TVs. After showing that monstrous 130-inch model, Samsung confirmed that 55, 65, 75, 85, 100, and 115-inch micro RGB models are all coming this year. LG countered with their own micro RGB announcement, showing 75, 86, and 100-inch models. They also debuted the Gallery TV, their answer to Samsung's Frame TV for people who want their display to look like art when it's not in use. Now let me tell you about a product that genuinely surprised me. Subtle's Voice Buds won the Best AI Hardware Award, and for good reason. These earbuds have an AI model specifically trained to transcribe your voice in extremely noisy environments, or when you're speaking below a whisper. The team demonstrated them on the chaotic CES show floor, and they managed to accurately transcribe sentences amid absolute chaos. For content creators, journalists, or anyone who needs reliable transcription on the go, these could be revolutionary. Asus brought the ROG Zephyrus Duo back, and this time it makes more sense. Dual-screen gaming laptops have always been a tough sell, but for streamers who need a second display for chat and alerts, or gamers who want to play 2 games simultaneously in tent mode, this finally feels like a compelling use case. Will it be expensive? Absolutely, but it's one of the coolest laptops of the show. Robot vacuums continued their evolution toward full home autonomy. Roborock's Saros rover can literally climb stairs using an AI-powered wheel-leg system, while keeping its body perfectly level. It cleans each step as it goes. The dream of a robot vacuum that handles your entire multi-story home is finally becoming real. Dreamy showed the Cyber 10 Ultra with a mechanical arm that can pick up objects weighing up to 500 grams. Your robot vacuum might soon be picking up your socks before it cleans. Samsung showcased their bespoke AI appliances, including a laundry combo with AI-powered wash cycles and an air dresser with auto wrinkle care that might finally make ironing obsolete. Their bespoke AI vacuum and mop can even keep an eye on your pets when you're not home. Smart home is evolving from convenience to genuine lifestyle improvement. L'Oreal brought their signature beauty tech innovation with an LED eye mask that uses red light and near-infrared light to address puffiness, discoloration, and fine lines. They're also working on a more flexible LED face mask expected next year. Beauty tech continues to merge with health tech in fascinating ways. For gamers, 8-Bit Do unveiled the FlipPad, a controller that turns your iPhone or Android into a pseudo Game Boy with physical controls that flip up from underneath the phone. If you grew up in the Game Boy era and missed that form factor, this is pure nostalgia with modern convenience. It's launching this summer. Lenovo officially announced the Legion Go 2, and here's the big news. It runs SteamOS, not Windows. This is a huge deal because it means Valve's gaming-optimized operating system is finally spreading beyond the Steam Deck. The Legion Go 2 features an 8.8-inch OLED display, detachable controllers, and launches in June at $1,199. One of the most entertaining demonstrations came from Agibot with their A2 and X2 humanoid robots. These machines can walk around, wave to attendees, and dance with surprising confidence. They can even learn dance routines from TikTok videos. Agibot is positioning the A2 for hospitality roles in museums and conferences, while the X2 is aimed at education. They're planning US availability this year. The Smart Bird Feeder got an upgrade. Bird Buddy 2 costs $199 and ships in February, with a mini version at $129 coming this summer. For birdwatchers who want AI-powered species identification and beautiful close-up captures, these are the products to watch. Boeing surprised everyone by debuting autonomous airport robots designed to help with what they call the perfect turn. That tightly timed process of fueling, cleaning, handling cargo, and getting passengers on and off after a plane lands. The goal is fewer delays without compromising safety. And these robots can keep working in extreme weather when conditions are too dangerous for human crews. So what's the takeaway from days 2 and 3 of CES 2026? The theme is clear. AI is being embedded into absolutely everything. Laptops are getting smarter, homes are getting smarter, even your vacuum cleaner is getting smarter. But the most exciting developments aren't just about adding AI for the sake of it. They're about solving real problems. Fusion energy that could provide limitless clean power. Robot vacuums that actually clean your entire home. Smart home devices that don't require a second mortgage. The companies that impressed me most were the ones with practical products at reasonable prices. IKEA's $6 smart bulbs. SwitchBot's affordable home robot. Dell's admission that they made a mistake and their commitment to fixing it. That's the kind of innovation that actually changes people's lives. Finally, on CES 2026, Day 4 wrapped everything up with the best products, awards, and future tech. And just like that, CES 2026 is officially over. But before you close this video, let me tell you something. What we just witnessed in Las Vegas over the past 4 days might be the most transformative tech event in recent memory. The robots, the chips, the AI breakthroughs. This wasn't just a trade show. This was a glimpse into our very near future. So let's break down the final day, the biggest award winners, and everything that's going to change your life in 2026. Let's start with the products that walked away with the most prestigious awards at this year's show. And honestly, the winner that surprised everyone the most was Lego. Yes, the brick company. In their very first CES appearance ever, Lego won Engadget's coveted Best in Show award with something called Smart Play. They've embedded a tiny 4.1mm chip inside standard Lego bricks that can sense motion, detect colors, and even play sounds. Their Star Wars sets now have X-Wings with engines that actually roar, and ships that make explosion sounds when they collide. No apps required, no screens needed, just pure imagination enhanced by invisible technology. Brilliant. The Best Robot Award went to SwitchBot's Onero H1, and this one genuinely excites me. Unlike all the flashy humanoid robots that companies love to demo but never actually sell, SwitchBot is committing to shipping this thing in 2026 for under $10,000. During the demo, it picked up laundry, loaded a washing machine, and cleared tables. Is it slow? Yes. Is it awkward sometimes? Absolutely. But it's real, it's coming, and it's priced for actual consumers. That's what makes it special. Best PC went to the new Dell XPS 14 and XPS 16, and here's the backstory that makes this award meaningful. Last year, Dell made the baffling decision to kill the beloved XPS brand and rename everything premium. The internet went ballistic, and at CES 2026, Dell basically said, "We messed up, we're sorry, and here are the new XPS laptops you actually wanted." They feature Intel's latest Core Ultra Series 3 chips, gorgeous tandem OLED displays, physical function keys are back, the touchpad is segmented again, and the XPS 16 dropped an entire pound compared to the previous generation. Sometimes admitting your mistakes is the best innovation of all. Now let me tell you about some products that flew under the radar on day 4, but absolutely deserve your attention. Razer unveiled Project Motoko, an AI-powered gaming headset concept that's basically smart glasses without the glasses. It has dual cameras at eye level, far-field and near-field microphones, and connects to AI platforms like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Grok. It can translate street signs, count your gym reps, summarize documents, and even give you real-time gaming tips by watching your screen. The battery life? 40 hours. That's 4 to 5 times longer than any smart glasses on the market. It's still a concept, but Razer says they're bringing some form of wearable AI to market in 2026. Speaking of unexpected announcements, Verge Motorcycles revealed the world's first motorcycle with solid-state batteries. This thing promises 370 miles of range with only 10 minutes of charging. If that holds true in real-world testing, it could completely transform electric motorcycles. The energy density improvements from solid-state batteries are finally moving from labs to actual products. The TV wars reached a fever pitch on day 4. LG's OLED Evo W6 wallpaper TV won multiple Best TV awards. And for good reason. It's only 9mm thick, thinner than most smartphones, and it's completely wireless. A Zero Connect box transmits lossless 4K video and audio from up to 30 feet away. No HDMI cables hanging off the back of your wall-mounted TV. It also delivers nearly 4 times the brightness of conventional OLEDs. When you see this thing mounted on a wall, it genuinely looks like a window into another dimension. Samsung countered with their 130-inch micro RGB TV, using microscopic red, green, and blue diodes to achieve 100% of the BT 2020 color gamut. It's absolutely massive and absolutely expensive, but the technology trickling down to 55, 65, and 75-inch models later this year is what matters. Let's talk laptops because this year's crop is genuinely exciting. The Asus ZenBook Duo got redesigned and it's beautiful. They eliminated that awkward lip between the two 14-inch OLED screens, shared the battery across both panels for better weight distribution, and slimmed down the aluminum chassis. Dual-screen laptops finally feel ready for mainstream adoption. The MSI Stealth 16 AI Plus can be configured with an RTX 5090 and Intel Core Ultra 9 with 128GB of RAM, all kept cool in a chassis that doesn't scream gamer. And the Alienware 16 Area 51 offers an optional Cherry MX mechanical keyboard built right into a laptop. For gamers specifically, NVIDIA's DLSS 4.5 announcement is the biggest deal. It now enables 4K path-traced gaming at 240 frames per second by combining super resolution with multi-frame generation. When RTX 50 series cards launch with full DLSS 4.5 support, competitive gaming at high resolutions becomes genuinely viable. On the chip front, AMD revealed the Ryzen 7 9850X3D, essentially a fine-tuned version of the beloved 9800X3D, with roughly 3% better performance across the board. Intel fired back with Core Ultra Series 3 Panther Lake, the first chips built on their 18A process and the first AI PC platform manufactured entirely in the United States. They're claiming 60% better performance than Lunar Lake at the same power consumption. A few final highlights from the show floor. The Clix Communicator brought back the physical keyboard smartphone at just $499, and early hands-on impressions say it actually feels great to type on. It's like BlackBerry rose from the grave. The Roborock Saros rover can climb stairs using an AI-powered wheel leg system while keeping its body perfectly level. Robot vacuums can finally clean your entire multi-story home. IKEA, yes, the furniture company, debuted 21 Matter-compatible smart home devices with $6 smart bulbs and $8 smart plugs. Smart home just got accessible to everyone. Amazon announced Alexa Plus is coming to the web, meaning you won't need Amazon hardware to access their generative AI assistant anymore. Ford revealed an AI assistant built on large language models that will integrate into vehicles starting in 2027. And the L'Oreal Airlight Pro sequel promises hairstyling with near-infrared light technology that uses far less heat and causes far less damage than traditional flat irons. So what's the big takeaway from CES 2026? 3 words. Physical AI everywhere. Whether it's robots folding your laundry, chips that run 200 billion parameter models locally on your laptop, headsets that see and understand your world, or motorcycles with batteries that charge in 10 minutes. AI is no longer just software. It's becoming the foundation of every physical product we interact with. The companies that impressed me most weren't the ones with the flashiest demos. They were the ones with shipping dates and real prices. SwitchBot with their under $10,000 home robot. Lego with their smart bricks hitting stores this year. Dell admitting their mistakes and delivering laptops people actually want. That's the future that matters. If you found this breakdown helpful, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss our coverage of the tech that's reshaping our world. Drop a comment and tell me which CES 2026 announcement you're most excited about. Was it the Lego smart bricks? The stair-climbing vacuum? Or maybe that wireless wallpaper TV? I genuinely want to know. Thanks for watching AI Perspective, and I'll see you in the next one.